It's great to see all of you, especially early in the morning. So glad you could all make it. Welcome to our workshop on autonomous vehicles across scales. Um, this workshop is going to be all about autonomous vehicles, but also more. We've tried to, distinguish this workshop from some of the other autonomous. And so I'll give a bit of intro as to what we mean by warm-up. Um, does anyone recognize this? I took a photo of it, or I took a video of this yesterday. Okay. These are all self-driving cars, all autonomous in some way. Okay, the video is a little laggy. I don't know if this might actually be a problem for the day. I think, I think there's a lag between the Zoom or like between the laptop and the Zoom. So I don't know if we actually want to.
And now I think it's better.
Okay, now it seems better. Okay, because it's based on the Wi-Fi. Okay, so it's a video I recorded yesterday. If anyone recognizes it? Any locals? Okay. Hint. Here's the next one. This also does not seem very responsive. Yeah, the clicker doesn't seem very responsive. Good, I'm testing all the difficulties. Okay, so if we zoom in, you can see that these are actually like on rails, or the vehicles are pulled along. And if we go one step further, maybe I'll stay by here. You can see this is actually a miniature. So if you've ever wanted to feel like a giant, you can check out. It's not all about transportation or autonomous vehicles. It's actually like it's called Madurodam. It's in The Hague, just like a short bus ride away, which I happened to visit yesterday. It's a miniature Netherlands, and I was very surprised to see this, autonomous vehicles there. Okay, so. On behalf of all the organizers, we welcome you to this conference. So here you have some faces that you can put to the names. And if you have any questions throughout the day, we're here to help, especially Cam here, myself, and some of the other organizers will be popping in and out throughout the day. Okay, so on to the theme of the workshop. The goal of this workshop is really to encourage discussion and collaboration across different levels or scales. We couldn't use levels because levels are already used by the community. So scales is what we're using, and in particular for autonomous vehicle research. So most familiar to the robotics community will be what we're calling the ego vehicle level. This is the vehicle itself and its immediate surroundings. Then if you zoom out, there is the level of interaction between many vehicles. This is what we refer to as the traffic level. And then zooming out even further, we have the whole network, the whole city. And this is all part of one mobility system, one autonomous mobility system. And these levels ultimately will be talking to one another. So the goal of this workshop is to facilitate collaboration, discussion, questions between these levels, because we are not quite there yet. We have made a ton of progress in recent years. So many of you will be familiar with some of these sort of historic clips. Autonomous mobility really is no longer a dream. Okay, we actually we're far from what we have seen in the last century. This General Motors Futurama clip is actually very similar to the clip I just showed that I took yesterday. We have also fairly similar to vehicles running on rails, but now running on the rail that is a magnetic set of magnetic coils under the pavement. And then we have our DARPA challenges that sort of swept us into the recent wave of autonomous vehicles. So again, this is no longer a dream. We have now thousands of autonomous vehicles on the roads operating every day. If we expand the notion of autonomy to include ADAS, we have hundreds of thousands of cars operating. Okay, so this is, this is here and now. Okay, but it has yet to fulfill the promises of autonomy that we are all very excited about. And so what are some of those promises? We know that safety is a huge issue within autonomous vehicles, within mobility and within transportation. But we have yet to see the drastic reduction in roadway fatalities. We don't yet have a good sense of how safe is safe enough. That's one of the topics I hope we can contemplate and discuss throughout the day. We have yet to save the billions of hours of time spent on the roads, sort of just sitting in traffic. We have yet to mitigate the environmental harms. Transportation is about a third of greenhouse gas emissions in developed countries. Okay, so just as a teaser, let's think about safety. Let's think about what actually is safe enough. And how does that interact with the rest of the system? And let's also think about the system as a whole. It would maybe not be the greatest outcome if we took all of our congested roads and swapped out all the vehicles for an autonomous one so that we can sit in congested, self-driving traffic. Maybe that's not the outcome. So that's the kind of thinking and discussion I hope that we can have today. So I invite you to make the workshop your own, ask questions, engage with the speakers. We're going to have a panel later in the afternoon, and I encourage you to collect some of your big cross scales questions. I mean, you can ask them throughout the day as well, but definitely raise them during the panel. Okay, so with that, we have our website, which is do we have the
It's right there.
Okay, so we have QR codes. Okay, on the pillar. Okay, great. Also, please take a moment to sign in on the attendance sheet. And so we can send you a feedback form and some other stuff after the event. Is there any other logistics that we should cover?
The last thing is speakers. I'll just have you sign a little disclaimer form. And for everybody in the room, this is a hybrid event, or obviously being zoomed out, and it's being recorded. So if you have any concerns with your voice being recorded, please let me know, and I'm happy to delete it after the fact, or stop recording in advance. So just feel free to drop by and let me know. Thanks.
Yeah, we're also going to try something a little experimental, and we might do some filming to put on social media afterwards. So it's experimental. We're new to this, so bear with us. And we'd just love to get your take on the state of research in autonomous mobility.
Yeah. Basically just trying to get a little short form footage of you all. So if you see me coming around with the camera, that's why.
Act natural.
Neither of us are, it'll surprise you to learn, neither of us are immense influencers on social media. So it is kind of in its early stage.
It's just for fun. Okay, so we have the morning session. The schedule is all on the website. This is just for your reference. Okay, and finally, you're all invited to join a reception this evening. This is after the opening reception, the official RSS reception. The details are also on the website, graciously hosted by Cruise at Hotel Arsenal. Okay, so hopefully we'll see you there.